So much to learn from you, Debbie. Your experiences. You didn't give up. You had a strong mother. You had a strong mother, and I think most of us, we are who we are now. We are successful or working as hard as we can because we have those mothers behind us who said to us, "You're going to do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Nobody can say otherwise about
Yeah.
what you can and what you
Yeah.
cannot do. So it's all upon you." So
Yeah.
Rocky,
My mother was
your,
powerful.
your Rocky experience at school, which was unpleasant, and it's unfortunate that in some part of the world we still see it, especially back home in South Africa, still in Ghana, you still see part of it happening. Um, and I think in Ghana, most people are not aware of it because Ghana didn't have that much um, race issues. But because of my background coming from South Africa, I see, I'm like, that's that's not right. You cannot do that. Then when you
Yeah.
stand and you speak, instead of your own people, like what happened to you when you're young, it's still happening now, but it's on a
Yeah.
different um, scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when you stand and you speak for your own people, saying to the next person, you cannot say that. That's extremely racist. Then the person you're speaking for is like, no, you usually speak like that. Like, you
It
cannot.
becomes acceptable, isn't it?
It's become
They fail to
acceptable.
realize the damage.
It has created a big damage, and now it moves to another generation and another generation. So so um I'm so happy to be with you, and I'm wondering how much of your experiences are you taking to your different classes, different spaces, and once you see it, how do you deal with it? Because it's right at the back of your mind. I know when it happened a long time ago, but if that's something that you really don't want to see or it was extremely bad, affected you negatively, how do you deal with it when you see some parts of it happening in your current
In
class?
my class. It's interesting though,
Yeah.
because when I actually see those things happening in my classroom,
Mm.
there's sometimes I have to breathe and stop myself because I could come down so heavy
Yeah.
that there's sometimes I realize that I'm coming down heavy because I'm saying to them that this should never, 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 never
Mm.
happen.
Mm.
And I would say to students that, put downs, there is no put down in my class.
Yeah.
Because the minute I see a student putting down another student, you are out of my class and we need to talk. Because something I do all the time is like when a student is disruptive in my class, the first thing I say to them, I say to the rest of the class, okay, you guys continue, come. We need to talk. So we go outside, and then I'm saying, okay, you want to, most times I'm just leaning against the wall. I say, yes, you have something to tell me. What's up?
Yeah.
What was all that about? And then you're going to see that there's a lot of issue,
Opinion.
there's so many things coming out. I do not accept bullying in my classroom. And the reason why I'm able to see this so much because of what happened to me, that when I see those things, I feel that I need to deal with it straight away,
Mm.
because there's sometimes it could be such a big thing. I remember one student saying to me after, Miss, it's not such a big thing. Yes, it's a big thing, because the fact is you are belittling that student.
Mm.
Do you know how that student feel by
Mm.
you actually making fun of them because of the accent they had or because they got it wrong?
Mm. Mm.
You need to change that.
Yeah.
So it's twofold, because the person who's actually doing it,
Mm.
there could be a reason why that child is doing it, because is what is that situation with that child within the family?
Mm.
Because we have to go back to the family all the time.
Mm.
Or what have happened in that child's life? And there are times that, as much as I would stop it, I also need to be mindful. I don't only have to deal with the child who received the negative, I
Mm.
also have to deal with the child who give the negative
Negatives.
on both empathetic way, because the child who give the negative could also be crying for help.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And I only began to see that as I began to deal more and more into my psychological background.
Mm.
that I realized in terms of the people who bullied me at school. I wonder what was happening. And as an adult, I'm able to send them love, send them forgiveness. But it took a lot for me to do that because I didn't understand the concept.